My name is Reece Marley. I'm a senior left-handed pitcher on the baseball team. I'm a mechanical engineering major and looking forward to the end of our senior season coming up. I chose to come to Case Western because I always wanted to do engineering. My dad sort of preached, like, go get an engineering degree, kind of do whatever you want. So I was looking into engineering schools, and I went to a showcase in New York, and Case was there. One of the old pitching coach, Nick Callahan, was there. And, I got some interest. Honestly never heard of the school beforehand, being from Florida. But my dad had, just because he's an engineer in the world. And so, always wanted to do engineering. And I felt that the opportunity at Case to do engineering and continue to play baseball was one of the best opportunities for me. I would say my favorite spot on campus, I'll give you two places. One, I like to do a lot of my studying in HEC over at the health education campus. Sometimes when I need to get out of my room, so I'll just drive over there, park in the parking garage, do a lot of studying in there. They got some nice whiteboards and everything that you can use in there. And then my second spot was a staple sophomore year, the Twing basement. Zach and I had a class, a break in between classes, and we would always go down there and take a nap. So there's some nice couches down in that room that we would just crash on between classes sophomore year. And we've been back a couple times, but not as frequent. Two classes, honestly, one that I'm in right now, Staff 312, with Professor Nandy. I really like the class just because I like the way he teaches. I think he's very vocal and very connecting with the students. He's always asking questions when we do a lot of some of the problems in class, and I feel like he just does a great job of the way he presents and teaches his class. And then I would say that one of the classes that I the most enjoyed was probably thermodynamics with Professor Schmidt. And same thing, he was very open to people coming into his office hours, all that stuff, and very good at teaching the material. And I thought that was the most interesting class for me, was thermodynamics. Two things: I work for Cleaner, which is a startup company in ThinkBox, started by David Dillman, who was on the baseball team. And so I do about, in season, I'm doing about 10 hours now. In the fall, I do between 15 and 20 hours a week working for them, doing a lot of prototype testing, that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting to work at a startup because everyone's doing it for the first time, so it's going through a bunch of bumps in the road, but it's always really fun to learn new things and solve problems on your own and solve problems with a team. So that's always fun. And then I'm also in Greek life here at Case Western, so I'm an active member in the Sigma Chi fraternity, and enjoy that. And so do some volunteering, that kind of stuff with them. So best memory would have to be Nick Harms hitting a walk-off home run in 2022 to win the UAA. Unfortunately, and I would say also our NCAA bid, but I like being when they announced it was pretty cool. But honestly, being on that field when Nick Harms hit that walk-off home run against WashU to win the UAA in 2022, I think for me, even though we didn't get a tournament bid that year, it's probably my best memory on the field at Case Western.